my mom's cat. Because I feel like I keep hearing meowing. I feel like I keep hearing meowing. How the crap did the cat get outside? And that's why. Because it was outside. Cat. Okay. So let's get into why I don't want to waste any time. But hang on. So I feel better about myself. I need a fucking color filter on. And why are they loading? I feel like that looks better. Yeah, hang on. Let me put something on my TV. White screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Here we go. Wait for it to load. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay. So the reason why I'm only posting like NASCAR content, NASCAR related content, is because I'm just like been in like it's like this when the Summer I Turned Pretty season 3 episodes were coming out every week. I was like so focused on the Summer I Turned Pretty that I was like fuck everything else. Well, back in I want to say middle of July, I got back. I used to watch NASCAR. I want to say 2015 ish. I used to watch it back then. So I know like 10 years later, it's kind of like a full circle moment of me going back to watching NASCAR, getting back into it. I watched the show. What got me back into NASCAR is I watched the show on Netflix. It's a Netflix original called NASCAR Full Speed. So that got me back into it. I fucking love that show. Like I need a season 3 like yesterday. But so I watched the show and I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna get back to NASCAR. So I did that, and then episodes of The Summer I Turned Pretty started coming out weekly, so I was like doing NASCAR and then The Summer I Turned Pretty. Well, I have no fucking TV show I'm watching now. Now that The Summer I Turned Pretty season 3 has ended, wrapped up, done. Except for the movie part, but that's not gonna come until 2027, thank God. But, or maybe 2027. So, thank God for that. But, so I knew when The Summer I Turned Pretty season 3 ended, I would have no show to watch. So, like my vision, my focus would be NASCAR, 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 NASCAR. Connor's Village / Jesse Love Xfinity race every Saturday, which every Saturday includes practice qualifying for Xfinity and practice and qualifying for NASCAR Cup Series. So every Saturday I'm like watching 3 things. Qualifying and practice for Xfinity, qualifying and practice for Cup, and then the actual Xfinity race. And then Sunday is the actual Cup race. But yeah. So, like, I've been so focused on NASCAR, especially because NASCAR, Xfinity, and Cup Series, those are both fixing to be over for the season. Like, November 1st, my birthday, is the Xfinity Championship race, and then November 2nd, day after my birthday, is Cup Series Championship race. And so, oh, my dog is eating cat food. Cookie! Quit eating the cat's food! So like, the content about NASCAR, NASCAR related content is fixing to probably get fucking worser because it's fixing to be the end of the season for NASCAR. So go all out on NASCAR related videos while I can before it's over for the season, and I have to wait till like February 1st. I believe it's the first race back in 2026 when it starts back up again. That's for a Cup Series. I don't know when the first Xfinity race is, but Connor's Village it's going to be racing Cup next year full time, and he's going to do part-time Xfinity. I don't think he'll be doing Xfinity and Cup. That, like, imagine though. I think for a good like month or two, they're not gonna have him racing in Xfinity. They're just gonna focus on Cup, getting used to that car for a couple of months, then put Xfinity. At least that's my idea. I'm still trying to figure out, now that I have Jesse Love as another driver who I fucking love, because he's Connor Dillage's best friend. I'm trying to figure out, because Jesse Love will be, I think, will still be racing Xfinity full time next year. Trying to figure out, do I still want to watch Xfinity just for Jesse Love? Or do I just want to focus on one thing, and that be Cup? Because having to focus on, like, Xfinity and Cup, I've only done this, 3.5 months? Watching all these Xfinity and Cup races, and I'm already wore out. I can't imagine what having to do that for 6, 7, 8 months out of the year is like. I just can't. So, with Xfinity and Cup, I can only do it for like one. So I think I'm just gonna only watch Cup next year. Jesse Love, I can keep an eye on him. How well he's doing in Xfinity. Twitter/X, Instagram, Google, the internet, the interweb is how I can keep up with Jesse. I don't have to actually watch the race and know how good he does. Plus, racing highlights are posted after the race is over, so I can go watch the highlights of the race if I need the highlights of the race if I want to on YouTube for free. So I think that's what I'm gonna do next year. Is just focus on Cup. Wondering who my current drivers for Xfinity this year is: Jesse Love, Connor Gillage. I'm for Connor Gillage to win the championship race on my birthday, November 1st. My Cup Series drivers are Ryan Blaney, Bubba Wallace, Denny Hamlin. Who else? Yeah, hang on, I have to